Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to another review from Roy's Reviews. And today we're doing a juice review for you. Yes, today we are looking at a couple of juices from Nans Kitchen. Okay, if the camera wants to play ball. From Nans Kitchen. Yeah, these have been sent across by my good friend Jay over at Vapestar Inc. And they've created this new range, and it's actually the flavours, believe it or not, are based on his proper Nan, on her cooking. So we'll just give you a wee clip of the video, which you will probably see a few wee clips of the video throughout this review. So a wee clip of it.
Welcome to Nans Kitchen.
Oh, what you doing there? You frightened the bloody life out of me. You could have given me a heart attack. This is Nan's Kitchen, not your bloody mother's. Well, if you're still here, I suppose you want to know my baking secrets then, don't you? First things first, this is 2019, not 1955. Finally, some colour. You could have tidied up a bit first. Your Nan has been baking, cooking and servicing food in the local area for 50 years. Isn't that right, Mike?
Quite right, Nan. Right,
where to begin?
Okay, so what are we looking at today? We're looking at Salford salted caramel. As you can probably guess, Jay is from around the Manchester area. And the other one is Bury Butterscotch Custard. So I've been vaping these, as you can probably tell. I've had them through the top side. I've even tried them through the IPv3 Mini, but for the purpose of today's review, I'm going to be vaping them on the Unicorn with the Unicorn RDA on top, a couple of fuse clapping coils in there. So what we take first, we shall go with the Salford, I can't even speak today, Salford salted caramel. So folks, while I get juiced up and go for a wee vape, enjoy the music from KTG and the Cosmos, and I shall see you in a mo. Okay, so what am I getting from this? You're getting a really rich, creamy caramel, but you're also getting that salt coming through there, which is, you're getting, it's really sweet, the caramel. Now it doesn't, I thought this was going to clog my coils. I thought it was going to be an overload of sweetener in it, but there's not. So the caramel is really rich and creamy. With that salt coming through there, so it is like getting one of the caramel squares with the salted, they now do them in the salted caramel squares, and taking a bite of that, but just the caramel bit. It's creamy and it's caramel. Now there probably is meant to be a custard in this, but I'm not getting so much of the custard. I do get a cream, and as I say, it is just like making your own caramel, getting your tin of condensed milk, getting it all boiled up so that it turns into the nice thick caramel, and then adding some salt into it to make it that salted caramel. So it's creamy, it is caramelly. The higher up the wattage you go, the more of that caramel you get coming out, and I thought, right, I'm going to try it down the lower, and coming down the lower you do get a wee bit more of the salt coming through and less of the caramel. I'm hoping it's not meant to be a caramel custard, because salted caramel custard, because there's not so much custard in it, the nice custardy taste you get. But it is a lovely juice. So what am I going to give Salford salted caramel out of 10. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's not an all-day vape, folks. For me, the salt in it does tend to leave your mouth after a while a little bit dry, but you do want to go back for more. So after a nice meal, a cup of coffee in your hand, lovely vape for a night, to drip onto your vape. So that's the Salford salted caramel. Very smooth, loads of vapour production. I suppose I better take you around the bottle a bit. Okay, so on this side you can see it's a UK based company. The ingredients and all their details are down the side. All the bottles have a picture of Nan on the front and her tablecloth is on there. 100ml bottle, 70 BG, 30 PG. So it is very suitable for drippers, and it is very smooth on the intake there. Okay, so we'll move on, and this time it is a custard. So this is going to be rather interesting because it is butterscotch custard. Now, anybody that has watched any of my reviews before knows there's a certain company out there that I rate really highly, and I love their juices, and they do a butterscotch custard as well. So this is going to be interesting just to compare it to the butterscotch custard on that. And again, you've got your picture of Nan on there and the butterscotch custard. So when the camera decides to come back into focus again, there we go. I'm going to go and re-wick the Unicorn RDA, and then we'll come back and we'll take this for a vape, so there'll be a wee bit of a cut.
Somebody would invent a puppy that would wipe its own feet.
What are you doing? It's still on. Put it back.
So, welcome back, folks, and here we go with the butterscotch custard, the Bury butterscotch custard. Break the Bury bit in again. I don't know what they do differently in Bury to what they do in the rest of the country, but hey, that's the Northerners, Northern English for you. So, here we go. Enjoy the music, and I'll take us for a wee vape. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yum. Num 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 num. Now, is this just what it says? Is it a butterscotch custard? The custard being the operative word here, because there's butterscotch and the oodles and oodles of this. The custard is lacking just a little bit. It's more of a Angel's Delight. It is butterscotch Angel's Delight, and that is why I'm saying wow, because I absolutely adore butterscotch Angel's Delight, and I am loving this. As if we've been a butterscotch custard, the custardness was, we'll talk about the custard first. Talk about the custard. The custard is not just as like a full-on, full-fat custard as I would like it to be. But maybe they're wanting to they've concentrated more on getting the butterscotch right, and it is really, really spot on. As I say, it is more like the butterscotch Angel's Delight. Again, this is a 70-30 juice. It's a second. There's 5 in this range altogether. I'm going to be doing 2 in this one and 3 in the next review. It is really smooth and it is lovely. You get the creamy butterscotch flavour on the way in, and as it leaves your mouth again, you are still, it's just left with that Angel's Delight taste in there. So like maybe, you know, warm Angel's Delight, so that's probably why they went for custard. It just makes me want to go to his Nans and get her to cook for me, because if she's making these flavours and she's agreed to these flavours are close to her what she cooks, I want to go and I want to have some of her. I want to go over and have some of her berry butterscotch custard. I really do. I really want to go and have some. So, it takes me down. What am I going to give berry butterscotch custard as a juice, the flavour? Because it's saying a custard, I'm not getting the really full fat custard on it. I'm just going to have to knock a mark off it. So, I'm going to give it a 9. 9 out of 10 on there. Okay folks, so that's the two, the butterscotch custard and the salted caramel custard from Nans Kitchen. There'll be a link down below where you can go and have a look through their website and order order away to your heart's content. Big massive thank you to Jay for sending me these just over the purpose review. Big massive thanks also to KTG and the Cosmos for letting me use their music. Folks, if you've enjoyed this review, give me a thumbs up. Drop me a wee comment down below. If you haven't enjoyed this review and give me a thumbs down, well, just leave me a wee comment to why you didn't like the review as well. All comments are greatly appreciated. And it just remains me to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this review. Take care now. Bye.